let me move away a little bit from the spiritual. We need generational thinkers in this country. People who are not thinking about themselves, but are thinking for the well-being and the good of the country and the good of Ghana, and have love for country, and come on the scene not to gain anything from whatever they do, but to impact this country and to move this country forward. They just want to make a difference. They want to make a statement. So they don't care who gets the credit. They don't want anything. They just want to do something to help this nation, to move this nation forward. Without any benefits, without looking for gains or nothing. They are generational thinkers. They are thinking about their kids and their grandchildren and their great-grandchildren. So they come on the scene and say, I have something to offer. It is believed that true success and legacy has nothing to do with numbers or money or houses or investment, but it's all to do with people you impact, who in turn go and impact others. So one of the things we need in Africa, among our leaders and every African, is to raise up a new generation of generational thinkers who think about the future and think about tomorrow, so that choices we make today, decisions we take today, things we do today, we must always have generations yet unborn in mind. Because that's why we all go out there. Why? Because their fathers, their great fathers, grandfathers were generational thinkers. So they came up with policies. If you look at the American Constitution, they came up with policies. They took decisions to benefit generations yet unborn. And until African leaders and all of us, every African, become a generational thinker, there is no hope for us and our children. We have to stop thinking about ourselves and our personal survival and begin to think about the next generation and generations yet unborn, and let that influence our tradition. Let that influence our culture. Let that influence the way we think. Let that influence the way we see things. I've always said that.
And that should influence our politics.
Everything. Our politics, our thinking, our attitude, the way we do business, the way we treat one another, the way we handle one another. And again, I've always said this, that we need a national agenda for this nation to allow for continuity. Because until we have a national agenda, if I am party B, when I come into office, whatever you did at party A, I will refuse to have anything to do with it. I will put it aside. I will destroy it, which is what is going on in this country. Because whatever you did before I came, when I come, I don't want to touch it. I don't want to have anything to do with it. I want to ask you some few questions. What has happened to our tomatoes factory?
It's gone.
Our sugar factory?
We don't have it.
Cassava factory?
It's gone.
When I was a kid and I lived in Bolgatanga, we used to have meat factory in Zwarungu. What is happening to the meat factory?
It's gone.
Do we produce chalk in this country?
No.
We import chalk.
Yes.
Toothpick.
We import that one too.
So at the end of the day, for 62 years, what has become of us? The key here is for us to become generational thinkers. To start thinking about our well-being and begin to think of generations yet unborn, and let that influence our decisions and our politics, and have a national agenda that for the next 30 years, this is what we want to do as a nation, and let all stakeholders and political parties be committed and be bound to it. So it doesn't matter who comes to office. After 8 years, you come to office, you pursue the national agenda. When you are off the scene, another party comes, they follow the national agenda. It helps for continuity. But as it is right now, we are not going anywhere. It's a merry-go-round.
So we set a national agenda and say that our education should be this way. We have all agreed. Yeah. Our health should be this way.
That's it.
Our university should be this way. Yeah. The important things that concern us should be this way. Yeah. We must have a tomato factory. We must have a sugar factory. We have 9 factories we must have that are producing 9 things. Yeah. So if party A comes and they've achieved 3, yeah, party B comes, they have to continue.
Continue it. And then we must also encourage our people to buy Ghana products.
And eat Ghana.
And eat Ghana products. We have to produce it. We import vegetables.
Yes, from Burkina Faso.
Everything. Tomatoes from Burkina. When we have vast lands in this country. I mean, something is wrong.
Something definitely is wrong.
Something is wrong.
It doesn't add up.
And it's not a matter of politics. or political parties. It is the culture and the spirit of the people. Something has to shift. Something has to change. A generation must rise up to become generational thinkers.